What's up guys, today I bring a guide on a project I built, in this case for a real estate investment company that actually was a cold calling project, a voice cold calling that brought in terms of leads a value of more than $100,000 for them. So if you want to see how I built this project and how it works, stick around because we are gonna get directly into it. Let's go. So guys, here we are in Retell, ready to start this walkthrough of the system that I actually created for this real estate investment company, which actually brought a bunch of leads and a bunch of new income for them. So I'm gonna explain you right now in the whiteboard what I did. So we basically set an AI cold calling system in which we send around 400 calls. This is what the amount of leads they gave me, and so that you can know, we picked up here 175, let's say around that number. I don't remember exactly, here in the USA, in the West Coast. So from there we got around 17 interested, which 9 wanted to sell now and the others wanted to sell in the future. So if you are a real estate investment company, or if not, you know that an interested lead is worth more than 5 grand, even 10 grand, or even more than that money. So we could say that we gave more than, in leads, in terms of leads, more than 100k of extra revenue of leads that weren't being called before and that right now were called and they were marked as interested. So let's go directly to the different system because it is composed, in this case I'm gonna show it right now, by 2 AI voice agents, in this case from Retell, and these AI voice agents are gonna be holded the system inside in not Anytime but make.com, because I thought that it was gonna be easier for them to understand everything. They purchased the leads from Apollo, I think, or from there. So let's go there into it. Let's go to the first project, which is this one, that is the one that is gonna send the call. Okay, so here we have it. In this case it is really easy. We just got this this Retell AI agent, and we gave it a prompt to basically call and try to retrieve the information of if this guy wanted to sell his property, if he wanted to basically sell it right now, later, and if he wants to sell it right now, if he's living right now or not. We want to know the price, what he has going on, and inside the functions we have the reason to sell, because we're gonna send it right now, that reason to sell, the reason that the lead gives us to sell, we're gonna give it to make.com and an AI so that it can analyze and decide if it is a qualified lead, a good lead for us. We're gonna have the 2 functions of check calendar availability and book an appointment in case the transfer call is not available, or in case this lead is not qualified enough. But if it is qualified, we're gonna transfer directly the call. So let's go to see the make.com system. Okay, so here you can see that it's a really easy system workflow to send the calls. We're gonna just start with a Google Sheets search row, where as you can see, the only thing that we're gonna do is go to our sheet of leads and we're gonna see if the call send column is available or not. I'm gonna show you right now the Google Sheets. So this is the Google Sheets. It has tons of value on the left, but the important thing is this column of call sent. So this is when the call has sent, and if this column isn't filled up and is blank, so it had this amount of leads was already called, but if this one was blank, we will get that row inside Google Sheets and we will proceed to basically send a call. These 2 GPTs are basically to add the country code and to basically also put the property address in a more legible way so that it can read it correctly, the agent, and it doesn't bug actually saying it. And then what we're gonna do is set a Retell AI to create a phone call, really easy, and we will basically call send with update a row, where we'll also set here inside call send that the call has been sent in the now with this format date and with the call ID, so that we can retrieve it later in the system of getting the transcripts and organizing the data. We have set here an error handler, that's why you see so actually at the start, for example, the errors in the call in case there isn't, we aren't able to actually send the calls. Okay, so let's go to the other system because it is also composed of another system of, in this case, send calls, and we also have a system of follow-up calls, exactly, and both are gonna be organized, the data that we receive, the transcript and everything, but by the system of organized data. And finally, because let's say that we call these people and they call us back, so that's why we will also have set an inbound voice agent, which its own organizer, so it's gonna have a different one. It's not gonna be the same organizer, but it's gonna be also an organizer. Perfect. So let's go to see the follow-up system. Actually, let me a moment. We're gonna see it here. There you go. So it's gonna be really simple. What we're gonna do is go to the sheet that we have here of no pickup, and you can see here I have actually put this black so that you guys can see it, but here you have the phone number, the street name, and what we're basically doing here is with the guys that we got here that didn't pick up the call from the first call, we're gonna set a system in which we're gonna be retrieving all of them, and we're gonna basically here adding the actually removing the country code so that we can find it inside our search rows. Here what we will basically do is search the number inside the list of leads, the first list of leads, so that we can again first of all delete the row from the no pickup sheet. We don't want it. Then here send another call and update again the row of the first row of leads, so that actually also adding here that it has been sent a follow-up, but adding again the call ID so that the organizer of the data can also identify this new call that has been sent, and if it hasn't picked up again, we will send him back to the no pickup sheet, and if they were interested, well, we will send them to the interested, and if they wanted to sell later, to the sell later. Okay, so let's see actually the organizer data, the organizer workflow. Here we have it. It's gonna be a really simple one because I'm gonna show you really fast how is it gonna work. This part that we have here, the upper part, the Gemini AI is gonna basically analyze the reason the user wants to sell his property, for example, and if the reason is okay, we will set here a webhook telling the lead is good, you can transfer the call. That's what we were talking about previously of the reason. But if not, we want, once the call has finished, to have the event of call analyzed. Okay, and in case there has been an error or voicemail, we'll send them here, and we will say that into the leads we will find here the call ID. That's why we wanted to use the call ID, to find the exact lead inside the first list of leads, so that we can add later all the information inside the no pickup sheet with the name, the phone number, and the property address. And in case later they want to sell later, we will basically add the information that we got here from the Retell and dynamic variables, the call number, the recurring URL, and the transcript. And we will send a notification to the boss, to the CEO of this real estate investment company, so that he can call him. In case they are not interested, we are going to basically add his information also here with the Retell and dynamic variables, because inside here, if you could see it, I actually remember, here we have some dynamic variables which are going to be changed inside the call. So this means that if we are going to say hello, as you can see here down in the bottom, hello, this is name underscore client, it's going to be with the name of the person. So maybe it's hello, is this Mike, So later, in case they are interested, we have these three routes. If they were transferred, what we are going to do is add a row inside the interested one, but we are going to set also the appointment or transfer, and this is going to be a call analysis. And what is a call analysis? Well, we have here post-call analysis. I have a couple of them. We have if they were interested in selling or not, and if they were interested in selling later, sell now, or not interested. That's what we have basically here, the condition that we have here. As you can see, it's the call analysis. We have also a post-call analysis of transfer or appointment. That's what we were adding actually here, as you can see. And we also have a couple of them more where we were retrieving the date of appointment in case there was an appointment, and the voicemail just to check again if there was a voicemail or not. Okay, so in case they actually wanted to book an appointment, we're gonna set this here, and we're gonna set the name, the phone number, the street name, the transfer, the recording URL, the appointment, that it was an appointment, and we have set here a date of appointment. And the actually final system is not gonna have here, so we can actually delete it. Well, I'm not gonna delete it, but the actual final system that is inside their account, because right now this is in mine, as you can see, but what is there inside their account it's completely different. It's just these two little messages. Why? Because before we had a system in which we had call.com was still asking for the email, but call.com has stopped asking for the email, and now you can create bookings only with the phone number, which is really useful, and that's why we are not gonna need anything more, because all the system of confirmation and all the notification will be sent to the lead through call.com instead of us having to do it because maybe the email has failed. Right now this part is not necessary, so I'm just going to tell you that this is a couple of two messages that it will be sent to the lead, informing that the appointment has been booked and all the details, and again to the CEO or the boss to tell him that a new appointment has been booked with a later. So this was basically the organizer, the project. That's really good. And let's move on, and let's go now to the inbound project, which will be a bit different but really similar, because the system is gonna be exactly the same. Let me a moment. There you go. Here we have it. It's a bit stick together, but it's gonna start basically the same. And the important thing here is how we actually find the address of the property, because we're gonna start with a really simple message, which is we saw that you wanted to sell your property. Is that correct? And maybe these guys don't know which property we are talking about, and if they don't know, we will basically set here a function which will be asking of. Basically, this function has been designed to get the address of the property so that we can later respond with a webhook, and that's exactly what we have in the other project. Let me find it, guys. So I'm gonna come here. Here we have it. Okay, and in case they ask for the property, we're basically gonna come here. We're gonna use the function of address, and thereon what we're gonna do is basically come here, go to the no pickup, because if these guys are calling us back, is because we called them and they were not able to pick up the phone. And we're gonna search for the phone number, which is equal to the phone number that is calling us right now. And with that, we're gonna actually set here a webhook with response with the address so that Retell can know it. Later, this inbound system, as you can see, is gonna have a really similar prompt. The prompt is exactly the same. I haven't put examples because as it's gonna follow a specific pattern, it's not necessary because it's a workflow. I have set here as well the check availability and the book appointment and the transfer call. So both things have been set up. The post-call analysis, it's really similar, interested in selling transfer appointment, and it's basically what we're gonna basically do here is, first of all, again, the call analysis has to be the event, and here, if they are not interested, what we're gonna do first of all is search for them inside the no pickup. If we, with the call number and the phone number that was already here inside the pickup, there you go. We want to find that, and if we don't find them, what we're gonna do is set here a ChatGPT in which we're gonna basically ask him to get the country code so that we can find it without the country code, because maybe it's without the country code. Once there, both things are gonna be the same, which are gonna be basically to delete the wrong site no pickup, because these guys are not interested already, and what we are gonna do also is add them inside the not interested in both cases, in both routes. So then if they want to sell later, we're gonna do the basic same thing. We're gonna try to find them inside the no pickup. We're gonna delete that row, and then what we're gonna do is add their information inside the sell later sheet with the name, phone number, street name, recording URL, and transcript. We will then send a Twilio SMS to the CEO or boss to let him know a new lead who wants to sell later. This system is exactly the same. The GPT to extract the country code, find them again in this search rows of no pickup, right now with the response of the GPT, delete the row and insert all the data. And finally we have this route that is of the interested or sell now, and we have again the routes of no, no appointment and no transfer. Appointment, there has been an appointment booked, and the transfer. We're gonna do in the three of them exactly the same. We're gonna find them inside no pickup, try to find them again, and from there on it's gonna be the same system. Basically, delete the row, add them inside the interested one, but we want to add in this case the transcript, the recording URL, and the transfer to let it know. But for example, in the appointment it's gonna be a bit different because we're gonna add also the call analysis of appointment, the date of appointment, and of course in all of them a Twilio SMS to inform that a new lead has arrived who wants to sell now. Okay guys, so I think that's basically all the system. All the data is gonna be recruited and analyzed here inside the Google Sheets, but if you have your own CRM and you're interested in this system, you can also use your own CRM, go high level or whatever you want. So yeah, this is how we actually got all the interested leads. I can show you right now exactly the proof. Here we are, for example, on the sell later one, and as you can see, we have here the transcripts, the recording URLs and everything, and it really goes down, guys. As you can see, it really goes down. So I don't want to share a lot because it's really private data of the property addresses and everything, but we just have to download here the recording URL. As you can see, it's gonna download right here, and we could actually hear it inside Apple Music or whatever platform you basically have. So yeah, it really works. Here we have the transcript. I'm not gonna make it bigger because of that. Yeah guys, this is basically the system of cold calling project, which actually puts together a lot of systems so that it can handle all the possibilities, and it focuses on making money. You can see a bunch of interested guys, so I'm not lying. I wouldn't be recording this video if I would be lying. I have built videos of other projects that I have built. I haven't brought all the projects, but I like to bring some of them, and this one is one of them. I haven't lied any time. I will show you the contract right now in the screen so that you can take a look. So yeah guys, let's go to the final part of the video. So guys, this has been all for the video. I hope you've enjoyed and you've learned about this project. If you want a really similar one, you can book a call with me in the description, and the rest of you guys just build this type of system so that you can also give all this value to your clients. Basically, with that you will win a lot of money. So that's all guys. Thanks for watching the video, and again, see you soon.